Our technology expert, Sharma, is here. Good morning.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Very well, thanks. How are you?
Good.
Let's just chat, shall we?
Let's chat technology. Why not? That's why you're here.
Let's find out more. San Sharma is technology writer and joins us in the studio. Always good to have you with us, San.
Thank you.
Now, my wife and I, we don't have any kids yet.
Yep.
Still practicing. I want to know this, though. 10-year-olds. What 10-year-old needs an email account?
Well, they're doing it anyway. That's the thing, Aaron. They're setting it up by either lying about their age, or their parents are even setting up their Gmail's accounts, or they're just using some Google services anonymously, like YouTube. You don't need an account to look at videos on YouTube. You do need an account to upload videos.
Apparently Google have got something up their sleeves, haven't they?
They have. Well, as you know, it takes two to tango. That's the approach Google are taking with their new Project Tango range of smartphones and tablets. They're going to use 2 rear-facing cameras and some intelligent software to take 3D images. Now, these aren't 3D images like in the new Godzilla film. These are using infrared sensors to measure the depth of your surroundings. So it's more like 3D modeling than a 3D picture.
But on to what we're here to talk about. A hackathon.
I'm going to explain what that is, but
Please
first
do.
let me say it is London Tech Week, so I'm really excited about that. This is really my World Cup, something I can really get behind. There's going to be more London Tech Week coverage on London Live all week on Not The One Show, and I'm on Friday, so tune in, just a little plug there.
Yeah, nicely done.
Yeah.
Seamless.
To help me talk a little bit about Tech Week, we brought in San Sharma as well. San, you by default are a tech lover, aren't you?
I'm a geek, that's right. And I've been really excited about London Tech Week. There was quite a bit of hype of it leading up. I mean, it's a chance for London to showcase itself as a digital hub around the world, and they did this with bringing together big established tech brands and homegrown talent. Over, I think it was like over 200 events, expected 30,000 attendees. So a pretty big deal, but I guess we'll talk about how it's gone.
Technology writer San Sharma explains it is still, all of this, a very tempting market for internet firms.
What Google are doing, well, what Google are apparently doing with these plans is making it easier for parents to have more control over how their kids use Google services and also how that data is used about them. So they would have to give their consent for their children to set up these new Google accounts if they were to go ahead, which would give them a lot more control. And I don't want to make this personal, but have you ever seen the long film Desperate for a Wee, not sure when the best time to go is? Well, this app called RunPee will help you do that. So it tells you when's the best time to go to the toilet during a film.
Okay.
It's really clever. What you do is you tell it what film you're watching and it vibrates discreetly. So you know, if this has been a problem for you, you're in luck. I mean, you'll have to believe me, this is a true story. Russian scientists have regained control of a gecko sex satellite that had been missing in space. I'm going to have to explain because that sounds like a random string of words I just made up there. But currently there's 5 geckos up in space that are testing the effects of microgravity on sex. And last week, the Russian scientists failed to communicate with the satellite due reportedly to a reptile dysfunction. Scientists since have re-established communications with the geckos and they're monitoring them closely for any signs of activity. Basically, if the satellites are rocking, don't come knocking.
Hello, I'm San Sharma, Community Manager at Enterprise Nation, and I'm here in Birmingham for casual co-working event Jelly, where we'll also be hosting our first Water Cooler Moment live. Water Cooler Moment is our daily break time for home workers on Twitter. We're bringing it to life here at the Urban Coffee Company. Let's go in and meet some of our followers.
One of the best things about working from home is the lack of a commute. No more standing face to armpit on a crowded train. But if you work from home a lot, giving yourself a false commute can really help. So what do I mean by that? There are 2 reasons to do this. It gives you an excuse to get out of bed, get showered and get dressed. Otherwise it can be tempting to drag your laptop into bed. Before you know it, it's midday and you feel a bit gross. Secondly, it helps make a separation between your home life and your work life. When those 2 things share the same space, they can get mixed up. Going on a false commute tricks your brain into thinking it's going somewhere else for work.
Well, it's all fun until there's a robot uprising, isn't it?
Yeah.